This is the Red Sox Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, you may be right, and I may be crazy. But after watching Monday's opener against the Orioles, it looked like the Orioles were the team that were contending for a division title with less than 6 weeks to go in the regular season. And the Red Sox looked like the team that was 10 games under 500 and looking to just play out the stretch. 6 hits total. Hey, they got a couple of runs late. Didn't matter. Fall to the Orioles in the series opener. By the way, the Red Sox have lost 3 in a row at Fenway Park to the Orioles. And in those 3 losses, they've scored a total of 5 runs. Need I remind you, they scored 19 runs and a thumping of the Orioles back in the first half of the season at Fenway Park. We're a long way from there. With that, we do welcome you to our latest Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and show host on ESPN and satellite radio. I've called games from the Tokyo Dome in Japan, Dodger Stadium, Target Field, Minute Maid in Houston, Kauffman Stadium, Jacobs Field, Globe Life in Arlington, and yes, LaLasher Park in Lowell, Massachusetts. We are providing reaction every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Our Locked On Red Sox Postcast also available and free wherever you download the Locked On Red Sox Postcast on the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed. Our latest Locked On Red Sox Postcast brought to you by FanDuel. Football season right around the corner. Visit FanDuel app today. Start planning your futures bets now. As always, we encourage reaction from you, our everydayers, our first-timers, known as the Royal Rooters here on the Locked On Red Sox Postcast. If you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Share your thoughts. Emily, Allie Pats, Andrew the Goat. Oh, Andrew the Goat, I can't wait. I know you're in there tonight, Andrew the Goat. Guess what? I already peeked. You can also hit me up on X if you want to continue the Red Sox and baseball conversation there at Lennox on Baseball. Yes, Trevor Rogers, very good this season for the Baltimore Orioles after they acquired him last year during the season from the Miami Marlins. But he made Red Sox, a lot of teams have made Rogers look like pick your lefty. Chris Sale, Steve Carlton. You don't know the name Steve Carlton, I don't know what to do for you.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Hey, Dustin May was solid. He gave you 6 innings. He gave up a home run to Gunnar Henderson to make it 1-0 early on. Then he gave up a 2-out base hit. That came on a 3-0 pitch to one of the newcomers for the Orioles, Dylan Beavers, in the 4th inning, 2-0 ball game. May left the game after 6, down 2-0. And then what's the bullpen do? Well, the bullpen consistently bad right now, right? Giovanni Moran gives up an RBI triple in the 7th inning to Gunnar Henderson. Mountcastle, RBI base hit, makes it 4-1 or 4-0 at that time. Red Sox get a run in the bottom half of the 7th inning to make it 4-1. And Moran's job was to keep it a 2-0 deficit. Instead of 2-1, you're down 4-1, you're still chasing. And then your guy, not mine. I want him to be my guy, but he's not. Jordan Hicks hasn't pitched in a while. Didn't pitch in a high leverage situation on Sunday. Didn't pitch the 9th inning on Saturday with a 5-run lead. How much do they trust Jordan Hicks right now? How about 0? How about very little? Hicks gives up 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning. That makes it a 6-1 ball game. Then the Red Sox have very little life in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Yes, they had to go to their closer, Cano. But do you think he'd be available if they needed him in the finale on Tuesday, which this is a quick 2-game series, off day coming for the Red Sox? As they're now 2-2 on this homestand, you go 2-3 against the Marlins and Orioles on this homestand. It's not a deserved day off on Wednesday. Right now, you need a victory in the finale to go 3-2 against the Marlins and the Orioles. Need I remind you, both teams under 500. But the Orioles, say it now, there are a handful of teams around baseball. Thank you to the Pittsburgh Pirates as they beat the Blue Jays Monday night at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. You can call the Marlins one of those teams. You can call the Pirates one of those teams, who, by the way, you have on schedule over the final now 5+ weeks of the regular season for the Red Sox. And the Orioles are one of those teams. The Orioles would love to at least get to 500. I think they're now 9 under 500. They could get there. They could. But after the Yankees series this weekend, next week, next Monday, you start a 4-game series in Baltimore against the Orioles. And they're going to be a pain in the neck. And Jordan Hicks in the 9th inning, are you kidding me? And at that point in time, a 4-1 game. Basayo, a 2-out, 2-run single. Vasquez, a double. Henderson hit by a pitch, wild pitch, second and third. Couple of strikeouts. You're almost out of the inning. And the guy who's been in the big leagues for just a couple of days, I think it's Samuel Basayo, with a 2-run base hit. At that point, making it 6-1. Duran, 2-run double in the 9th inning. Lots of moves, but the moves really didn't make me all that excited Monday. Nathaniel Lowe, you take a flyer on him. But everyone and their brother thought, okay, Lowe's going to join the Red Sox. Plate appearance, debut in the 9th inning, walked, kept the inning going. Moved the runner, traffic on the bases. Didn't have a lot of base runners against Rogers over his outing, which was strong, solid, and deserving of the win. But Eaton is your move to come up. Ali Sanchez DFA'd. Toro's still on the roster, which I want to be loyal to Abraham Toro, but it's hard right now. This is a lineup that doesn't scare you. Nate Eaton is your leadoff hitter. Infield base in the 1st inning, they do nothing with it. Bregman hits into a double play, inning over. Then, let's look at this real quick. 3rd inning, Rogers, Narvaez, Toro, Eaton. 8-9-1, 1-2-3. Then, again, 8th inning, Narvaez, Toro, Eaton, nothing doing. 1-2-3 inning. Eaton tried to sell it at first base. They went to the review, overturned. He was out, 1-2-3 frame for Dietrich Enns. Then in the 9th inning, again, Narvaez, Toro, Eaton. Narvaez leading off an inning. That doesn't put a whole heck of a lot of fear in you, does it? It just doesn't. Up and down this lineup, there's just some dead wood going right now. And on the other side, as you're out hit 12-6 in the game, Holiday walked twice, scored a run in the leadoff spot. Westberg left the game, but Vasquez had a double late in the game. Henderson, a couple of base hits, double, triple, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Mountcastle, 3 hits, RBI. Basayo, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Jeremiah Jackson, nice story, 2 base hits. Dylan Beavers, just like Basayo, up only for a couple of days, on base 4 times. He's their Roman Anthony right now. He's their on-base machine in the number 8 spot in the lineup. Couple of base hits and 2 walks. May, again, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. You'll live with that. 100 pitches right on the note. But Moran, 2 innings, 2 earned runs in his 1st inning, and then Hicks gives up the 2 runs in the 9th inning. Mention some of the moves. Nate Eaton is your move. I'm sorry, bring up Garcia. Bring up the password. Let him run into some. I don't care that he doesn't check all of your analytical boxes right now. Put him in the big leagues. I'd rather see competitive at-bats from him than ground out to third base by Abraham Toro. He can work at-bats. He can work a pitcher. He can work a deep at-bat. But then there's nothing to show for it in the end. And I'm not just blaming Abraham Toro. But you've got Abreu out of the lineup right now. Anthony will hit for power eventually, but he's not going to hit 10 home runs in the next 36 games of the regular season for the Red Sox. He's not. Stuck on 68 wins, 22-90. Are you going to get there? We'll see. We'll see. But the Orioles have now won 5 out of their last 6. They won a series against the Mariners last week. They won over the weekend in Houston 2 out of 3. They thumped the Astros on Sunday in the finale. Don't come to me on Tuesday and say, well, they shouldn't have been swept in the series. Well, the Orioles are playing baseball right now. And you got to tip your cap to them in the sense of they're not packing it in over the final 6 weeks of the regular season. They want to have a say on teams in front of them right now. You think you're in a good spot for a playoff position, division title, or a wild card? Well, we're going to come in there, we're going to scrap, we're going to try to take 2 out of 3. And in this case, try to take both at Fenway Park. You can't have it like this right now. You can't afford a bad 7-8 day stretch here. You're on the road against the Yankees starting on Thursday. They seem to be getting their bullpen sorted out. Their starting pitching, to me, is still box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get from Fried. You don't necessarily know what you can get from Rodon. You might get 6 or 7 innings out of both of them this weekend, and they give up a run or two. And then if they've got it the right way, they've got it figured out. If Williams is pitching well for the Yankees, you go in there and drop 2 out of 3 out of 4. Then you go to Baltimore. No, you've got to pretty much go 4-4 at least on this upcoming homestand. Is that going to be easy? Absolutely not. Talking about opening up against the Cubs and Phillies. Well, this has been on the schedule, and I've had my eye on it for a while. This is 8 straight games against 2 teams in your division who aren't going to go quietly into that gentle good night. There's nothing here offensively. Nothing. And you're going to wait another 2 days before you have to make a decision on Wilyer or Abreu? I think I have it where Marcelo Meyer, you put him on. I haven't seen the designation of if it's the 60-day IL, but if he goes to 60-day IL, you can replace him on the 40-man roster. Garcia's already there. You don't have to make a corresponding move. Sanchez is out. They don't carry 3 catchers. He only had 1 at bat. He's got more. He's got the same amount of career base hits with the Red Sox as Mickey Gasper. There's your number of the night. That was sarcasm. My best shot out of it. But you've now gone 3 runs or less in 4 of your last 5 games, and now 7 times in the month of July. Not the time for the offense to go into a spin. And I don't care if it's for the next 2 games and then you break out against the Yankees. You have to finish strong. You've played winning baseball over the last 6-8 weeks. 7-game win streak, 10-game win streak into the All-Star break. You can't have a lull now. You can't have the ups and a big down here and then try to finish strong over the final 4 to 5 weeks of the regular season. You need a win tomorrow. You need to go 3-2. Must win, need win, absolutely. I'm done. I want to hear from you. I know it's not going to be pretty, and it doesn't need to be. Locked On Red Sox Postcast, we hear from you next, our Royal Rooters. And we are presented by Prize Picks, the daily fantasy platform that lets you turn your football predictions into real rewards. Preseason is already heating up. College football isn't far behind. Whether you've got your eye on a big-name quarterback or breakout running back, perhaps, Prize Picks makes it easy to get in the game. Who's got you excited for the upcoming season? Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers? Maybe. Prize Picks, simple to play. Just pick more or less 2 to 6 player stat projections. And if you get your picks right, you could cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. Prize Picks makes it simple when it comes to setting your lineup. You can get a lineup in before your coffee finishes brewing. The flex play option, total game changer. Even when one of your picks misses, you still doubled your money. Prize Picks puts the members first. So all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. Prize Picks, run your game. Locked On Red Sox Postcast also presented by FanDuel. They've got an exciting day coming up. Yes, indeed. August 26th, officially FanDuel Features Day. A brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before Week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. Again, the date, put it on the calendar, just a few more days away. August 26th, officially FanDuel Features Day. Crown your champion in August. Are you picking the Cowboys, the Chiefs, maybe the Patriots? Maybe it's a year or two early for the Patriots. You might be thinking about a parlay with your division winner dark horses. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bets now, because Futures Day is one day. That's coming up on August 26th, and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. All right, right to it. I'm kind of curious to see who's the angriest here. My money's on Andrew the GOAT. Who is our leadoff hitter? Let's hear from you, the Royal Rooters. Emily is in a leadoff spot. Gross. With 3 S's, and I think that's on purpose. to emphasize gross. And that's a good word for it, Emily. Everything didn't look great till the last inning, but it was too late. Yeah, it was. Logan, another tough loss. The offense needs to be better, a lot better. Rob Refsnyder, another one of the moves on Monday. Oblique injury. When are you going to see Rob Refsnyder again? They're cautiously optimistic. Backdated to last Friday so he could come off, I believe, for game 1 of the Orioles series next week at Camden Yards. That would be a week away. But A, it's an oblique injury, and B, he's not the first guy for the Red Sox this season to be cautiously optimistic on when it comes to an injury and an IL stint. You may not see him until they come home from this upcoming 8-game trip through the Bronx and Charm City in Baltimore, Maryland. Slayton, might be good news there for the bullpen. And Hicks is not going to be DFA'd. He's just not. I don't know what his options are, but they could just bury him in the bullpen. Do you have that luxury right now? No, you don't. But Slayton, instead of throwing a bullpen, I believe it was scheduled for Monday, is going to go out on a rehab assignment for AAA Worcester, and that begins on Tuesday. And while I'm thinking of it right now, I might be at a Worcester game on Wednesday. If you're going to be there, we're going to meet up and say hello. I might even buy you a hot dog. One hot dog. That's all that's in the budget. Ian, I don't see why Campbell or Hicks. I don't want to see Campbell or Hicks in the Sox bullpen again. Yeah, someone brought up Brennan Bernardino. Now, that's a lefty. But yeah. Campbell, absolutely not. Hicks, I mean, there's talent there. I mean, you don't just throw away a guy who's throwing 98, 99 miles an hour. What pitcher does he want to be? First Nesson reference, Lou Merloni alluded to that in his comments over the last week. But again, they didn't pitch him for a while. They already buried him once. And he turned a 4-1 game into a 6-1 game in the 9th inning, and the final turned out to be 6-3. Duran could have been, I mean, again, I do this, I poo-poo when people do it, of saying, well, you can't do that. Well, hey, doesn't give the 2 runs. Duran gets that double. He's a tying run at second base with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Didn't happen, right? Emily, bats didn't wake up. Defense wasn't looking sharp. May did decent, but after the bullpen was a mess, and I will never understand the reason to put Hicks in. It's basically 2 reasons for me, Emily. A, he was part of the package for Rafael Devers, who we haven't mentioned in a long time. And also, he throws 98, 99 miles an hour. Those are the reasons. And he's still under 30. And the Red Sox are going to think they're going to be the ones to straighten him out. Remember, they went hot and heavy after him during the offseason. He ended up signing with the Giants. Emily, yeah, the offense didn't really do anything till the 9th. That's not going to cut it. No, it is not. And Rogers, again, tip your cap to him. He pitched well, but again, few adjustments. By the way, Romy Gonzalez lifted for a pinch hitter. Here's a number of the night. Romy Gonzalez, his at-bats, I dare say almost non-competitive of late, but 0 for 3 for Gonzalez, 2 strikeouts in Monday's game. Last 8 games, 5 for 27, 0 extra base hits, 1 RBI, 9 Ks. That's not good. You've got a guy batting between Bregman and Story in the lineup, a cleanup hitter, 3 straight right-handed batters there. And Gonzalez goes 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. He's a guy, I mentioned it right there, 1 RBI in his previous 8 games and 0 extra base hits. He's gone cold. Where are we at here? Time-wise, we're pretty good shape. Let's keep it that way. That's on me. Kenneth, another tough loss to a team they should have beat. Kenneth, based on the record, and Andrew the Goat's coming up, by the way, his first comment in just a moment. We're gonna be right on the ledge for that one. And I don't say that sarcastically because Andrew the Goat, whatever you say, I'm probably going to agree with you on this night. Kenneth, as you say, a team they should beat. Yeah, they should beat them based on both records. But the Orioles are not going to go quietly. You have them one more time in this series. You have them 4 games at Camden Yards next week. And they've got 2 young guys up, Basayo and Beavers. 2 of their top position prospects are now in the big leagues getting their feet wet. Here we go, Andrew the Goat. Awful game, yes, by the Red Sox tonight. Never want to see it again. Yeah, really don't, right? Agree to agree there, Andrew the Goat. Sam, wow, I hope this isn't a sign of things to come. You've been world beaters. You've beaten everybody at home of late. Now you've lost 2 in a row. You really need to go 3-2. This should have been 4-1. You were up 2-0 in the series against the Marlins. You had the lead going to the ninth inning Sunday, and you lose on Sunday for just the second time this season when leading after 8 innings. Now you've dropped 2 in a row, and not a whole lot offensively. I mean, May gave you what he needed to do. 6 innings, 2 runs, and you give him 0 run support. Andrew the GOAT. Red Sox offense tonight at home was bleep, 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 bleep. Baltimore, Emily. Baltimore had a good pitcher. Yes, they did, but nothing was looking good for us. 100%. I have faith in this team, but we got to do better than this. That from Emily as well. David checking in. Why aren't Hicks and Toro in AAA? I believe Toro would be out of options. The only thing they would be able to do with him is designate him for assignment. Hicks, I don't know where his options are at. I don't know if they can send him to AAA. I kind of have a feeling that if they could have, they would have already. So I'm not sure there. I can take a look at that and try to find an answer to that. But, you mentioned Hicks there, David. There's a guy in front of him who should absolutely not be in the big leagues right now, and that's Isaiah Campbell. I know I'm pouring on there, but that's how bad Saturday was. And by the way, Chapman didn't pitch Sunday because he pitched back-to-back games Friday, Saturday. Now he's pitched, and now he hasn't pitched in 2 straight games either because he wasn't needed. Although, as they got a little closer, he started milling around the bullpen in the 9th inning. George. Yes, indeed. It did, George. That sucked. Emily. They should trust him less than 0. LOL. Yeah. Penn is 30-70 on the bad side. No post for Sox again. Jules, they're making the postseason. Have faith. John, same old. John, no, not letting you get in there, buddy. Clean it up. Foxy Jane 88, believe first timer. Can't hit when pitchers aren't tipping. Oh boy. Cora should focus on teaching guys to stay back on off-speed pitches instead of worrying so much about watching the other team's pitcher and studying iPads. Alex Cora has a gift. He can study pitchers with the best of them. He can pick up tells. I'm sorry to tell you this, if this is the first time you're hearing it, but that's not cheating. That's baseball. That's picking up tells. It's been done for a long, really long time. Alex Cora is one of the absolute best in this era and maybe all time. Him picking something up by watching the opposing pitcher, that's something he learned at a very young age. He's got a tremendous ability to do that. And guess what? Other teams have people doing the same thing. To the ability of Alex Cora, I don't know. Close? Perhaps. Is it a reason he got hired? No, not necessarily. But Foxy Jane, 88, the iPad's here. Get used to it. They're using technology more than they've ever have. And if Ted Williams had it available to him, he would have used it too. Dwight Evans, Carlton Fisk, Jim Rice, Wade Boggs. Ugh, bad, horrible. Jimmy J. Jimmy J again. We looked human. Jack, as an Orioles fan, I love your unbiased take, Steve. Always keeping it real. I try. And I like when opposing teams come in here. And Jack, you don't have to just, come in here and offer flattery. But I covered the Orioles a long time ago. Long time. I worked for an Orioles minor league affiliate at one point in time in beautiful Aberdeen, Maryland. But right now, the Orioles, hey, tough year. Manager fired. They're playing out the stretch. And they want to have an impact on the teams that are vying for playoff spots right now. And they're not that far from 500. I think that's the goal. I think they fall short of a wild card spot. But the way things are going right now, who knows? You keep getting a start every 5th day. There's Rogers' pitch, not just Monday night, but over the course now, 12 starts. He's been outstanding. Outstanding. Elsa's dad, what is there to lose with putting in Lowe? No, he's going to play. You got a righty tomorrow. He's going to be in the starting lineup for the first time. Emily, we got to get out of here. But Emily, we look like we were just a team under 500. I don't know what's going on. A lot of guys not hitting, and the bullpen is giving up way too many runs. That's what I opened with. I may be crazy. You may be right. I may be crazy. The Orioles look like a team in contention right now, trying to chase down the Toronto Blue Jays in the AL East, and the Red Sox just playing out the stretch over the final 6 weeks. No, their records, one team. Hey, the Red Sox are now 10 over 500. Sunday, you could have gone to 13 over. Didn't happen. Yeah, they're 10 under. No, they're 9 under, I believe. Let me get this right. Just looking this up. Yeah, they're 9 under. The Red Sox are 10 over right now. You're 10 over, 36 to go. You better darn well be a wild card team. Absolutely need to be a wild card team. Andrew the Goat, I'm going to give you one more. Red Sox are just falling apart right now. They really not good enough. They're too young of a team. No, they're not. No, because they have veterans. They do have veterans. 99 over 22. I wouldn't blame the bats today. Simply Rogers is an ace, and he's outdueled a number 4 or 5. You know what? And as John Sterling and Susan Waldman would say, that's baseball. 99 over 22. Appreciate checking in, but you know I can't give you the last word. Emily, Romy has been awful lately. Him and Ceddanne have been upsetting more than exciting these last few games. Ceddanne gets some, but not many. That's what we're closing with. No, we're going to close with Swagoo. Just checked you. It's also contract with Hicks. Too much money getting paid to him for them not to use him. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the 98.99. It's the fact that you traded, and yeah, he's making a lot of money right now as well. Hey, this is where we tell you we got to wrap up right now. A tip of the cap to you, our Royal Rooters. A tip of the cap to Prize Picks and FanDuel as well. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On Sports. We're going to be on within minutes of the final game of this brief 2-game series with the Orioles. Hopefully, we're talking about a split and a 3-2 homestand against the Marlins and the O's. We will see. But right now, the Red Sox are looking at one more in this series and just a day off on Wednesday before an 8-game trip through New York and Charm City against the Orioles. We're going to be on within minutes of the final out on Tuesday, hopefully again talking about a Red Sox victory with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Locked On Red Sox postcast, we appreciate your help in making it the number one place to hang out immediately after every Red Sox game. Locked On Sports, your team, you're frustrating right now. Boston Red Sox every day.